Sorry, my doorbell just rang again for some reason. I don't know what's going on here.
We're having the most disruptive podcast right now.
This
is crazy.
Yeah.
Hold on, what do I say?
Merry Christmas.
Mari Krombu Weebs. My name is Cole. His name is Mike. His name is Jay. We like anime, and this is episode 40 of the Anime Protagonist Podcast.
Yeah,
we did it. We made it to 40. Can you guys believe it?
No.
You know what I can't believe, though? Is as soon as we started recording, my neighbor started cutting his lawn. So sorry to listeners if you hear a lawnmower in this recording. Literally, like, as we hit record, as soon as Cole started the intro, he, like, fired up his lawnmower.
Yeah, no, this is prime lawn cutting time. In this week's episode, we got some news about Beastars coming back. We got some news about Ancient Magus Bride coming back. We got some news about Gundam coming back. And we got my bi-weekly report on Chainsaw Man. And, of course, our main topic this week is our review of A Place Further Than the Universe. But before we get into any of that, Jasif, what is on thine mind on episode 40?
What is on my mind? Splatoon 3. I got it last night at around midnight, and I played it extensively. Around midnight.
At exactly midnight. I know.
Well, I mean, it was on my Switch, but I was doing other things, so I couldn't immediately play it as soon as the clock struck midnight.
He was playing it at 12:01.
12:01.
Guaranteed. Yeah, guaranteed.
Hey, a quarter after about, but
yeah.
Jay's like, that's way too late. I should have been playing it earlier.
How did you know that?
15 minutes? Unacceptable.
Okay, you're joking, but that was actually me. I actually was thinking that.
I know you, Jay.
That wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun. The story's so much better. The multiplayer is as fun as it was before. What?
There's a story?
There's a story to Splatoon?
Yeah. There always has been.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
This is breaking news.
This is, yeah.
Yeah.
Quick, play the news theme.
No, I won't.
But
okay.
it's been a lot of fun. I haven't had the chance to play it today, but hopefully I can remedy that after we're done recording.
I'm sure you will.
I'm sure
you will, Jay.
Maybe during recording even.
Oh yeah, it's currently like it's on standby.
It's on pause right now, for sure. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Speaking of things that are on pause, Mike, what's on your mind?
Oh, that's actually, usually your segues are a little like jarring and off-putting here, but that's like actually accurate. My brain is on pause right now. I had like an in-person, the biggest fantasy draft I think I've ever done in my life for fantasy football, and it involved roughly way too much alcohol. So my brain is quite fuzzy right now.
Yes.
So sorry.
Your brain is fuzzy.
Yeah, sorry if the energy's a little lower. My brain is fuzzy as heck. Other than that, I'm also thinking about a manga that I recently started reading called Ajin Demi-Human. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that one at all.
I watched the first season of that anime.
I heard the anime is not great.
It's entirely CG, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but it's not like Studio Orange.
No. It's like classic anime CG.
Yeah,
bad CG.
It's the same studio that did the CG for Knights of Sidonia. So like it's not bad per se, it's just not
good.
Yeah, let's say that.
Yeah. Well, what I will say though is the manga is quite good. I'm 4 volumes into it right now, and I still have 2 more to go from what I picked up from the library so far. And yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's nice and dark. It makes me want to read Gaunt's because I've heard that one's pretty good too. And I know it's
that one's on my
mangaka,
list too.
Right?
I believe so.
Kind of looks similar. I'm assuming it's the same mangaka.
I don't know. I think isn't Gaunt's the same guy who does Knights of Sidonia?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's the same guy who does all of them.
Tsutomu Nihei or whatever.
Hiroya Oku.
Gaimon Sakurai does the whatchamacallit, Ajin. No,
okay.
he just does Ajin. We're all talking different ones.
Yep. The Gaunt's author did Inuyashiki.
Oh, that's what I'm getting it mixed up with.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
I think I'm mixing Gaunt's up with something as well.
In this episode of the podcast, we don't know what Gaunt's is.
In this episode, all of our brains are very fuzzy.
Yes. What else is fuzzy, Cole?
Good segue, Michael. I got a kitten, the official cat of the Anime Protagonist podcast. No, it's official now.
Oh, Cole, I think you were thinking of Blame, by the way.
I think I was. Yeah.
Anyway, what is his name?
His name is Ninji.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Like the Nintendo character that nobody knows about.
Wait, what? I thought it was just like a play on like Ninja and Shinji from Evangelion.
No, it's a Nintendo character.
Oh.
Michael, I'll forward you a picture of Ninji so that you can put it in the video right here.
The character from Mario?
Ninji.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's a character from Mario.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I still know.
He's black and white and very small and very cute, and he follows me around and screams at me.
Yeah, that sounds like Ninji.
Yeah. That sounds like my cat
fun.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yeah, I haven't had any issues with him at all.
That's good. Is he on the pod right now? I don't see him.
No. If he was in the room right now, it'd just be meowing.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, maybe he'll make an appearance later.
Oh golly gee, I hope so.
God. Oh
perhaps.
God. That would be awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my bit.
I'm going to cover the Cole's coughing fit here because he's still recovering from COVID.
You know, yeah, that's what else is on my mind. You know how it is. You guys remember this from the last time I got it. I coughed for weeks. But yeah, that's my big news. I got a cat. And I have a random fact for you boys. Do you guys like facts?
I need to know.
I got a really good fact for you guys when I saw this. It came right out, and I was like,
"You're hyping this one up."
Yeah, no. It better be really good.
Did you guys know that a single strand of spaghetti is individually referred to as spaghetto?
I actually did know that.
I did not. I would have guessed spaghetti, to be honest with you.
Spaghetti is a plural word in Italian. Most pasta fans are surprised when they found out about it. Were you one of them, Michael?
As a pasta fan, I was surprised to find out about this because I for sure would have guessed spaghetti was the singular spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
But Jay,
and nobody touched my spaghetti.
And Jay, as a non-pasta fan, what are your thoughts on this piece of news?
I am blown away. My entire worldview, not just including pasta, but encompassing the entire world. Everything has changed now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everything is
up is down, left is right.
Yeah.
This is the news.
The news.
Miku Nakano's a good waifu.
Yes.
And this is the anime news.
Live from AniPro Studios, the news.
And I'm not forgetting that I am starting off the news this week because we have some great news for you.
Finally!
Speaking of finally, the final season of Beastars is going to be releasing in 2024. On Wednesday, Netflix Anime revealed on Twitter that the release for the third and final season of Paru Itagaki's Beastars will release in 2024. As usual, it'll be a Netflix exclusive kind of deal, and Studio Orange is returning with everyone who was involved in the previous two seasons to do this new one. How do we feel about Beastars? I know Cole's very excited.
Yeah, I think Cole's pretty excited. I haven't watched season 2 of Cole is very unimpressed. I haven't watched season 2 of Beastars, but I really enjoyed season 1. It was...
Yeah, it's a...
Studio Orange knows what they're doing.
The way I describe it to people who don't really watch anime is more mature Zootopia.
Yeah, that's how everyone describes it.
How often are you describing Beastars to people who don't watch anime?
Listen, you'd really like this one.
You're just like on the bus, like, you heard of Beastars? It's kind of like Zootopia.
Not that often, but if I ever were to describe it to a person who doesn't know what anime is, then it's
like a more mature Zootopia.
Yeah.
Imagine a wolf and a rabbit, but they're you know human.
And that's why Cole likes it so much.
Mike, do you have news that you'd like to tell us about?
I do, but I just kind of want to I know you've watched season 2, so I kind of actually want to hear your legitimate thoughts on this one.
Zootopia. Zootopia was good too. No, Beastars is good. I like Beastars.
Yeah.
I
Not
wish
surprised.
that Studio Orange would do Land of the Lustrous, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess.
Yeah, they gotta sell figgies
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they also got to do Trigun.
and Trigun. Yeah,
and Trigun,
and
which is
Trigun.
fine too.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little Trigun.
Yeah.
But on to my news. Do you guys know a little anime called Ancient Magus Bride?
I love this anime.
Do you
I
actually?
read the manga.
Yeah, I love Ancient Magus Bride.
I've been meaning to watch this show for forever because for some reason Crunchyroll like just thinks that I will love it and just keeps advertising it to me.
I
And, like,
feel like
looking
you
at
would.
It looks like I'd like it.
It's really good.
I feel
But
like
it's
you
just
would like it.
Yeah, it's just one of those ones where it's like, oh, I probably like that one, and then I just never watch it. You know what I mean?
Watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it. We should review it.
We should review it. I was actually gonna segue into that at some point here. That maybe this would be a good pick for an upcoming review now, since there's going to be a second season of Ancient Magus Bride coming out in 2023. The month April.
Spring.
That's
Yeah.
4 months after my birthday month.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's a month
Whoa.
before my birthday month.
Way to
Whoa.
dox yourselves, guys. I was never born to begin with. Good luck finding my birthday. But anyway, Korei Yamazaki's The Ancient Magus Bride manga will get a second season of anime that will premiere in April 2023. The second season will adapt the Gakuin, aka college arc of the manga, which launched in May 2018. I don't know if you guys have read the manga for this, but I saw a lot of people saying that this is the best arc of the manga.
Really?
Yeah.
I started the manga. I own the first 3 volumes of the manga, but I dropped it. I'm not
And
the
this
biggest
is
fan.
this is another instance of Jay reading or watching something really good and dropping
I
it.
was just going to say, is that like, honestly, should that just be like a seal of approval at this point if Jay watched it and dropped it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it is. I think it is at this point.
So
Yeah.
what you're saying is if I am still reading it, then it's not good, but if I'm not reading it,
No,
then
no. I think if you drop it, that means it's
That's
good.
what I think that's the way we go here too. I think if he
Yeah.
drops it, it's
It's
certified
good.
fresh. It's good.
Yeah, if you continue to watch it, then it's either it can be anything.
Yeah.
Probably bad.
okay.
Well,
Okay,
you-
welcome
actually, you know
to
what? I
week
just-
7 of bullying Jay.
Yeah. One of these days, Jay's just gonna just destroy us. But
Oh, I've
also
been planning it.
oh, I know. There's gonna be an episode where Jay just takes over the whole episode. And it's just a verbal beatdown.
It's just Jay's voice.
Honestly,
and,
okay,
and us
can
two
we-
like on mute.
Guys, you know what would actually be a fun episode? Anime roasting, where we just like roast each other based
be-
off
yeah,
our
that would
anime
be good.
preferences.
It'd be a good way to.
Are you
end the
sure you
podcast
wanna do that?
forever. Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do that, Jay?
Yeah.
Well, after preparation, maybe it'd be fun.
Are
I think
you sure you want to do that, Jay?
I do.
Cole
Okay.
says, as I know
really
that
do.
Cole also does not like criticism either.
No. I mean, Jay. It's established Jay has the most
Outlandish
varied taste.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Oh, well.
That's why I think it would be fun.
I
No,
think
it
it'd be
would
fun
be,
too.
yeah.
Let's put that in the doc and we'll schedule that for maybe a later episode. But in anticipation of this new second season of Ancient Magus Bride coming out, they are also rerunning the first season in Japan. So I'm expecting that
Ooh.
this will lead to like more figures and merch coming out, which is probably a good
like
thing.
it.
Yeah.
I wonder
I
if
like
they'll
it.
do what they did for ReZero, where they released like a director's cut version.
That'd be
Oh,
cool.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a lot of fans of this, so it's definitely got some momentum behind it.
hmm
The first season came out in 2017, and you can watch it on Crunchyroll anywhere in the world except for Japan in sub and dub formats. And then Crunchyroll also has their more recently published OADs, which stands for Original Anime Discs, that have been coming out with the recent volumes of the manga. And a lot of people have been saying that they hold up to the art style of the first season too, so they're pretty good. I don't know if you guys have watched those at all, or
I've been meaning to. I actually haven't.
oh, okay.
I've been. It's tough being on an anime podcast where you're kind of required to watch like
Everything.
certain things,
Yeah, I know.
and you don't really have time to just watch what you want to watch.
Yeah.
So really, this podcast is a curse.
It
and I
is.
regret it.
Yeah.
you just reminded me that I have an idea for that specific problem. Well, we'll discuss this offline if you remind me, which
We'll
is very
discuss
unlikely.
this off air.
Yeah.
But anyway, Seven Seas described the story of Ancient Magus Bride for people like me who don't know anything about this really as Hattori Chise lived a life full of neglect and abuse, devoid of anything resembling love. Far from the warmth of his family, she has had her share of troubles and pitfalls. Just when all hope seems lost, a fateful encounter awaits her. When a man with the head of a beast wielding strange powers obtains her through a slave auction.
Sounds like me.
The head of a beast. Chisei's life will never be the same again. The man is a magus, a sorcerer of great power who decides to free Chisei from the bonds of captivity. The magus then makes a bold statement. Chisei will become his apprentice and his bride.
Dun dun dun.
Is that pretty
Wow.
apt description, Cole?
Yeah, that's pretty apt description.
Yeah. Who would you
Cuteness
recommend
and
this
drama
for?
ensues.
If what's it like?
What's it like? You know what? You liked Fruits Basket, right?
Yep, loved it.
Yeah,
Top 10.
It's nothing like that, but
Oh,
I feel
good.
like it is kind of.
It's kind of like
I don't know,
the
it's-
same fan would like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the vibes are similar. Like the story's not obviously nothing alike, but like I feel like the vibes are similar.
Kind of got that like lighthearted most of the time, but then it hits real hard sometimes.
Yeah,
in the
it might be a
feels?
little more serious. I feel
Okay.
like it leans a little more into the seinen side of things.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's kind of where I'd put it. If you're a fan of Girl from the Other Side, that's of course.
Yeah, I
These
was
are
gonna
very similar.
say like it seems very similar to Girl from the Other Side.
Yeah, they're very similar in the sense that it's a beast person taking care of another human.
Girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you have any other news revolving around beast humans taking care of girls, Cole?
No, but I do have other news that I'd like to tell you guys. I have two quick news stories, and I'll just quickly go through them. Crunchyroll is screening Gundam Kukuru's, is that how you say it?
Kukuru's Doan's Island.
Island film in the UK, US, Canada, Australia this September. That's this month. They announced on Friday, September 9th, that they have acquired the rights to the movie, Mobile Suit Gundam Kukuru Dawn's Island film. That's a tough
That's
one.
a weird
guys.
name. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they've acquired the rights for the movie in the UK, United States, Canada, and Australia, and will screen the film in theaters later this month. The release schedule is a bit weird. It will be released on the 21st and the 22nd in the UK, 27th and the 28th in the United States, September 29th and October 1st in Canada, and for 1 week starting on September 29th in Australia.
What?
I don't
is
really understand
going on
this.
there? Yeah, why?
I don't
That is
really
very
understand
strange.
that release schedule.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it may have been a typo of some type. But this story came from Anime News Network. So if there's anything, complain to them, not to me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you guys planning on going to see this?
Of
I know,
course,
I
it's
know you're
Gundam.
both like
It's Gundam.
gigantic Gundam fans. Yeah.
It's Gundam. It's an adaptation of episode 15 or something like that of Gundam.
There was like an episode in the original Gundam series where it was called Kukuru's Doan's Island, and it was
Okay.
famously it was cut from the international release because
so they just
farmed it out, so the animation was like absolutely horrible
garbage.
in it.
Got it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like them getting a mulligan.
Basically, they're just doing it
Yeah.
justice, I guess.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So this is
yeah.
the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood of this Gundam arc.
Well, it's not even an arc. It's an episode.
Just one episode that they turned into a movie. But like, I think in the episode, if you've ever like heard anything about it, I'm pretty sure at some point he literally uses the Gundam to like pick up a Zaku and just like hurl it into the ocean. And he like karate fights Zaku's and stuff with like the Gundam, because it's just like a totally zany filler episode, pretty much.
I can't wait.
So this could
This is
be
going to be crazy.
I'm excited for this one a little bit.
Sounds like
me
fun.
too. I mean, it'll be cool to see like an RX-78 like modern animation too.
Yeah.
That's the Gundam, Jay. That's
Oh.
like the Gundam.
The Gundam. The
In
main
like
one.
CG, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Like modern studio
CG. We're not
Sunrise
you're not getting
CG.
you're not getting hand drawn animation for that.
Not for this.
Oh, no.
No, they haven't hand drawn a mech in decades.
Yeah. But you know what? It looked pretty good in Mobile Suit Gundam: The Origin, so I'm not too concerned about it. Same with Unicorn.
I'm not concerned about it
yeah.
at all.
Yeah,
No,
You know
it'll
what?
look good in CG.
You know what other
Yeah.
good animation we'll be getting?
This is my bi-weekly report on Chainsaw Man.
Dun,
The
dun,
anime
dun.
will premiere on October 11th.
Ooh.
What? Also,
I added
Bleach.
Cole, read it.
Also, Bleach TYBW premieres October 10th. How did that make this into my news story?
I hijacked it
How dare you?
because I saw you were writing this, and then I was like, oh, we should also just quickly say that Bleach Thousand Year Blood War arc is
Yeah.
coming out the day before as well. So those are two things people are super hyped.
Yeah, we don't really need to go into these at all, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either.
Everybody, if you know what Chainsaw Man is, you're excited. If you don't know what it is, get excited anyway, because it's going to be fun. And if you're a Bleach fan, you're probably very excited for this to come back. I haven't watched any Bleach.
I watched the first 29 episodes of Bleach, and I dropped it.
So that's probably really good. It's probably incredible.
Bleach is pretty good. It's like, I don't want to start big arguments here, but it's like the most stylish, I'd say, of the big three. It's just it's got a lot of style to it, and it's
in
just
terms
a little
of
more mature.
art. Honestly, I'd probably say the art's the best, but Tite Kubo is like, that's what he became a mangaka for.
Yeah.
So
it kind of seems like it's just like cool looking characters fighting coolly.
Yeah.
Is kind of what it really is.
Yeah. That's really
They're so
Bleach.
cool.
So cool. Just like Jay's Game Corner.
Welcome to the Game Corner.
Man, another perfect segue. High five, Michael.
Just
nice.
Cool. Just edit in like a high five sound.
I'll edit something in.
Yeah.
I clapped into my
crickets.
It's gonna be crickets.
Already, so.
It's gonna be crickets.
That would be excellent. Welcome to the Game Corner. We have another update on Scarlet and Violet because the Pokemon Company does not want to stop giving us news. We got a new trailer this past week, and a lot of information came from that trailer. So let's just jump right into it, shall we?
Let's jump in.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Say no.
You guys didn't jump.
Say no.
Say no.
Jump.
Okay, good. You guys jumped. To start off, we got a couple new Pokemon. We got Cloth.
I thought that said quaff.
What?
I thought it said quaff. I thought it was KWAF. Quaff. But now I see it's cloth.
Yeah, so it's Cloth, like claw and then cliff. It's like a
Is that
pun.
That's a forced one Pokemon.
Yeah, I know that's a
not
forced
their best one, but this Pokemon looks great. I love it.
It does look really good.
He's like a goofy looking crab boy with.
I like his
bushes.
face.
Yeah,
he's got
I like his face.
with the
Very
doofy
dirty.
eye, with the doofy eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
I like
Pokemon is a rock type and comes with a new ability, Anger Shell, which once it reaches half
I
HP
have that ability.
will drop its defense and special defense in return to raise attack, special attack, and speed. So essentially like an auto armor shell or shell smash. Thank you. Yeah, very interesting ability. I'm excited to see how it works in the game, but it really depends on what its stats are like, really, because if it doesn't have good attack, then it means really nothing.
Yeah. I'm always nervous with these Pokemon when they give them abilities like that, because they tend to nerf them when they give them really good abilities.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, but then again, Galarian Darmanitan wasn't, right? It had Choice Band as an ability.
Mm-hmm.
As Cole sitting there like, what is any of this?
What?
Totally.
What?
Totally. Tell us about these next Mega Men that are coming to Pokemon too.
So we got 2 Mega Man Pokemon. We got Ceruledge, the Fire Blades Pokemon, exclusive to Pokemon Violet, which is a Fire Ghost type and has the ability Flash Fire. And then we have Armarouge, which is exclusive to Scarlet, the Fire Warrior Pokemon, a Fire and Psychic type with the same ability. And these Pokemon look really cool.
They look cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like
a
if
lot
I
of
was
people,
like a 12-year-old.
A lot of
which
people are
kind of
saying
am.
that they look like characters from Mega Man Battle Network
And do you know why that is?
because it's literally Mega Man.
Well, it literally looks like a Mega Man form, but the guy who did the art for this game, like these characters, the guy who designed them, actually did the character designs for Mega Man Battle Network series.
Oh, that makes a lot of
He
sense.
works for Pokemon now. He's worked
Yeah,
for
that makes a lot
Pokemon
of
apparently
sense.
since like 2011 or something.
I think
Interesting.
honestly, this made up my mind for which version of the game I'm getting.
Which one are you getting?
Which one are you
And
getting?
I'll leave it at that.
I know
Okay.
which one Jay's getting.
Why
Yeah,
don't you
and-
guess?
What?
You're getting the fire one. It's red. Cole likes
Yeah,
red.
you're getting the fire one.
No, I'm getting the other one.
You're getting
He's
the
got
sword
cool
one?
swords. He's got
Yeah,
cool
swords are cool. Swords
Swords
for
are
arms.
really cool. He does
Yeah.
have sword arms, and Ghost Fire is better than Fire Psychic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind you,
boy
I do like
Chandelure.
psychic.
That is true. That is true. But to move on, we also got a little glimpse into the 3 stories of the game. The first one being the Path of Legends, where you find the Herba Mystica. You're basically going around with one of the new characters who is looking for this like kind of mystic herb, is what they said. And you fight giant forms of various Pokemon around the world. This kind of seems like the totem Pokemon from Sun and Moon kind of deal. And if I were to wager a guess, this is how you get the item to terrestrialize Pokemon for various types.
That's a pretty good guess.
That's my bold prediction.
It's funny that you say that, Jay. That was my prediction as well, actually.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
The other stories include the Victory Road, which is your typical gym challenge kind of fare. It seems like they give you different challenges to do before you're able to challenge the gym leader. And we also got a glimpse of the grass type gym leader, who looks really interesting. His name is Brassius. Has like a kind of whip deal, which is very weird. But yeah, interesting.
Why is that weird?
He's got a whip.
He's got a whip.
He's got a whip deal going on.
Yeah. Got a whip.
A little
Where
whip.
you get that whip?
Pretty
from?
strange.
Yeah.
Pretty strange. But no, cool. We got a grass type gym leader, and they showed off. He has a Sudowoodo and then terrestrializes it into a grass type.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting because it kind of implies that these trainers are going to have different type Pokemon and then terrestrialize it to their specialty.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put out this prediction here. We're gonna see a water type gym leader with a Paldean Wooper terrestrialized to water type.
It's funny you say that, Jay. I was about to make that same prediction.
Oh.
Wow,
I don't
Cole, are
believe
you
you
just
again.
like in my mind today?
I don't know. Great minds think alike, Jay.
Yeah, I guess
think.
so.
Why
I
don't
guess
we
so.
get out of Cole and Jay's mind and get into my huge sack of mail? It's time for the mailbag.
Yes, the mailbag. Welcome. Jay, did you want to just quickly say what the last thing was?
Oh yeah, there was
sorry,
one. There was one more thing. There was one more
my
thing.
goodness. I'm
So
so
the
sorry.
third story mode was Starfall Street, which is basically how you fight the evil team, which is Team Star, and they're just basically like delinquents from the school that you're enrolled in.
I liked Team
Yes.
Star actually. They had like a little bit of style to them. I liked.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty neat.
I too have things to say about this.
I thought it was pretty neat. I did see a lot of concern on it because the evil teams for the past two generations now haven't really been like evil teams. And people are like, give us the evil teams. I want but honestly,
It's a children's game. Who cares?
yeah, as long as the game is fun, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But now,
Okay,
we got some mailbag, I believe.
Play it again. Play it again, Sam.
It's time for the mailbag.
I love playing our
Mailbag.
themes twice. I love it.
Mailbag to Electric Boogaloo. This time,
No,
with
you can't say that anymore.
Can't say that.
Yeah.
No.
We'll discuss this off air.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yes. Not that then. This time the mailbag has 100% less cutting off the end of Jay's news in it. So, but it also does have a letter from Kratos. And he wants to
Welcome
know,
home.
with the new wave of Mario Kart tracks, this is an old letter. We dug deep for this one.
It's a couple weeks.
A couple
Yeah.
weeks.
Not that old.
With the new wave of Mario Kart tracks, what is your favorite Mario Kart track of all time, and why is it Rainbow Road? Oh, sorry, they didn't say that. What happened there, Cole? I just watched Cole's face explode.
I don't even know.
Anyway, favorite Mario Kart track, go.
I mean, Rainbow Road is like the obvious answer because there's so many iterations of it and it's always fun.
Yeah.
My favorite Rainbow Road, though, I gotta say, is like OG Rainbow Road.
Like
Yeah.
SNES Rainbow Road?
Yeah, it is. But honestly, I gotta go with, I don't know why I love this track. It's the F-Zero track from Mario Kart 8.
Which one?
Okay.
There's two.
There's
Big
one
Blue,
that's a
and then
circuit.
there's a...
Big Blue, I think, because one of them is just like a downhill track.
Yeah.
I think it's Big Blue.
Okay.
I think.
I really like that track too.
I feel like
Yeah,
Jay's
that
gonna have a
one's-
very nuanced answer here.
That one, I don't know why that one is always sticks out to me, but I really like
I
that
love
one.
the speed of that one, and like that's just F-Zero really. Like it incentivizes you to go fast. It has tons of boosts, easy methods to collect coins, which make you go faster.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of fun. So I totally understand. I understand where you're coming from.
I think it's because it's one of the ones that I like played on time trial and like refined it and like shaved seconds off of it, and I like
honed your
I-
tech.
Oh, you went like
I played
all
that
in.
one lots. Yeah. So I think that's why it like sticks out in my mind, I think.
Yeah. Mike, what's your favorite track?
Oh, you're going for me?
Yeah.
You know what, Jay? I think it'd be best if we save mine for last, actually. wanna hear
I was
yours.
going to say the same for me because mine is pretty spicy.
Let's hear it.
My favorite track is a track that I know a lot of people don't like. Baby Park from
Baby
Double
Park?
Dash.
No, I like Baby Park.
It's just like a small like oval that you do 7 times. It's a 7-lap track.
Oh,
Because
goodness.
it's so small.
It's
and
so
like
small and it's so chaotic.
yeah, you lap people like crazy.
Yeah.
Like the person.
That sounds fun.
Like you'll have the person in 8th like
Yeah.
behind you if you're in first.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that track.
Is it in Mario Kart 8?
It is.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll have to fire up that game and play that one. That sounds fun. Give my wife a reason to hit me today.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we
Yeah, exactly.
all 3 of us play together?
We could do that.
We could do that.
Oh wait, I have Splatoon.
Oh, right. We can't take away from
yeah.
Splatoon
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, he's got Splatoon
Yeah.
time.
But Mike, what is your favorite track?
I was expecting Jay to have like some really detailed and in-depth analysis of a track.
I like the baby one because it's crazy.
Yeah. And then I was gonna finish with I like from N64 Wario's Stadium or whatever it is. It's like a Cole, you're on mute. The dirt bike track
I'm-
or whatever.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
And you know why I like it?
What's
Why?
that?
Because A, nostalgia, and B, Mikey jump. It's fun.
There's a lot of jumps in that one.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it's one of my least favorite tracks in Mario Kart.
I
Oh,
like that
no.
track. I think they remade it for 8, and
Mhm. Yeah,
it's
it's an
better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's probably better in the new one. But
Yeah.
I like that
Yeah.
one. It is probably purely nostalgia reasons.
You know which one is the worst one? That one ice one in Mario Kart 8, where it's like 2 tracks and they like interweave with each other. Do
Oh,
you know
and
which one I'm
fall,
talking
you
about?
can fall through the ice like right before the finish line kind of thing.
I hate that track.
Sure.
Sherbet
that one
Land
either.
from GameCube.
Yeah, I think it's a
It's-
GameCube one. I think you're right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hate that track. I hate it.
Runner
So
up would
boring.
be Moo Moo Meadows or whatever that one is. with the
Moo Moo
cows.
Meadows
That's a
is
good one.
good. Yeah.
That's a good course.
One I really hate, Excite Bike.
I love Excite Bike.
Okay, the reason I dislike it is because I have a friend who adores that track. And if I play online with them,
You have two
they will
friends.
only no, you don't understand. They will only select Excite Bike.
Is this
when
Cole
I
thing?
play
This
online
sounds
with
like a
them.
cool thing to do.
It's a diverse track.
It's
It changes every time.
no, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It's the same thing, and it's just worse. Baby Park.
No, it's
Isn't
a good
that-
track.
Isn't that exactly why you liked Baby Park? Because it's the same thing and just chaotic.
No,
But it's not the same thing.
Baby Park is chaotic, and you don't know what to expect because everyone's throwing items at everyone.
Ah, I see.
You know what? You know what's
Excite Bike
low-key a
is
good
just
track?
jumping over and over again.
You know what low-key is
What
a good
is?
track? Mario, like the Mario Kart, like the Mario track
What's that?
in Mario Circuit or something like that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like the first track in Mario Kart 8.
Mm-hmm. Are you
Low-key.
talking about the Mobius strip one or the other one?
No, not the Mobius strip one.
Okay.
Not the figure 8 that goes upside down.
Yeah.
The one that it's like the first track in the mushroom.
It's like the first one you
okay.
play.
Yeah, Mario
it?
Circuit. Got it.
Yeah.
It's not the one where you go through like Bowser's castle and stuff, right?
No.
No.
It's like you're in a stadium and you like there's like some big turns. You get some
Yeah.
good drifts in it. I like that one.
Oh, I just remembered Bowser's castle from like Super Nintendo
Mm-hmm.
Mario Kart. That's a good track too.
That's a good one. Oh, the Hyrule track. in
Oh
Mario
yeah,
Kart 8.
the Hyrule
That's a good
track's
one.
really good.
Yeah.
Also the Animal Crossing one I like because every time it's a different season,
Yeah.
which I think is cool.
Listen,
So-
guys, Mario Kart's a lot of fun.
I-
It
and
is
it's got a lot of good
really
tracks.
good.
I think
I
the
s-
answer to Kratos' question is just all of them? Question mark?
Yeah, collectively, I think we like all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one of us likes
One of them.
one of them at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
Just kind of the beauty of Mario Kart too, right? Is there's something for everybody there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even people who don't play games normally can enjoy Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a question of the week to take us into break here, Jay?
I do have a question of the week. If you could go anywhere, real or fictional, where would you most want to go, and what would you do there?
Ooh.
Good question.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where I want to go
Where's that?
to break.
Oh.
Ooh.
While we're on break, you should comment your answer to that question. What was it again, Jay?
If you could go anywhere, real or fictional, where would you go? Where would you most want to go? And what would you do there?
Very good. And when we come back from break, we're going to review a little program called A Place Further Than the Universe. I hope you have your notes, and I hope that you've watched the show.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I hope you all did your homework this week.
I did.
I hope you did. You're on the podcast.
You're reviewing it.
Yeah.
Anyway, break.
This was a good review.
Bye-bye. Save us. Listen, when you go on a journey, there are things you learn for the first time. That this scenery is indispensable, that people change, the world changes, even when you're not looking, that there's no such thing as a nothing day, and that your house has its own smell. If you want to learn those things, you've got to get moving, and then just keep moving until you see something you've never seen before. No matter how far you go, the world is so big that you'll definitely find something new. It's a little scary, but I know you can do it, because the people who feel the same way will find you right away. And with that, I just wanted to open this review with just my favorite little quote from the show. I just think that's so nice. Like, just keep moving, keep doing stuff. Life goes on.
Yeah.
You can
Spoiler
do
alert, the show is awesome.
Yeah. I'm struggling
And that's a
here.
review.
Yeah, there we go. Let's end it right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're
Tell
reviewing
people
we're reviewing A Place Further Than the Universe. We're going to review this as we usually do. We'll do a spoiler-free review, so we'll go over the OP, the ED, sound, voice acting, visuals, all that good stuff, what everybody likes, and then just give our spoiler-free thoughts before we go into spoily territory, where we'll go over the plot and the characters. I guess we'll decide on best girl, because there's like one boy in this show. And then our ending thoughts and who we'd recommend this to, and then we'll assign a character type to this anime. You guys know the drill. We did a review like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we're flying through these reviews.
Oh yeah,
We're
like
nailing
professional.
it.
We're like professional anime people.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I know you said it, Cole. I just want to state again for the viewer, like you can listen to this safely. We will warn you when we start talking spoilers if you haven't seen the show.
Of
Oh, yeah.
course. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But if you haven't seen the show, go watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go watch it.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's a good time. But what do you guys say? Without further ado, we just hop right in. Just dunk our feet right into the OP.
Ooh, baby. That OP.
Ooh.
That OP.
That OP.
Honestly, it's one of my all-time favorite OPs. I love this OP so much.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's some.
It's a very good OP.
I often forget how good this OP is.
The song, for me, is not the highlight of the OP.
Yeah.
I like the song.
This
I
song's
like
not going to be on my playlist, that's for sure.
I think the song is like it serves the visuals well, but it's not something that I'd enjoy in a vacuum.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it. I like the like weird drum pattern at the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very engaging to me.
I love that opening bit of it when she's like laying on her bed and then all of a sudden she like flips the camera.
Flips the camera
over.
upside down. Yeah.
That's a cool little. There's so many cool little like visual thing. There's so much cool stuff in this show, honestly.
And
That's just-
like it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how the characters are like introduced in the OP, the same order that they're introduced in the show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
There's a lot of like I watched actually a Mother's Basement video, like just going down a deep dive of the OP for this show. And it's crazy how much detail actually is in this thing.
Yeah.
They put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah, it's very very good. I really like this OP. I like the song. I like the OP. And you guys hate the song apparently.
No, I don't hate the song. I just don't think it's like I'm not gonna put it on and dance around my house.
Listen,
maid outfit.
we're jamming to it on our way out to the cabin, Michael.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's kind of how I feel about it, Mike. Like it's
You're not putting on your maid
serviceable.
outfit and dancing to this for sure. But it does.
I am.
It does the trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the ED?
It was
Skippable.
just scrolling text to just like
Skippable.
scrolling text to music on a background.
I
But-
love the ED.
Oh, of course you did.
Oh no.
It's gonna be a
I
running
love the
theme of
ED.
Cole's just gonna love everything about this show. And
I love the song.
Yeah.
I love
the song was
harmonies.
good. Did you know it was the character singing it too?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Hayori Sayami is a singer.
Sayori Hayami.
Yeah. And Kana Hanazawa is a singer.
Yeah.
All of them are.
I think most
they can all
VAs,
sing. Yeah.
I think most of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, like
yeah.
that's just kind of the idol thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, somebody's slamming the door around here.
Oh, so spooky.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah, I think I watched it once and skipped it every other time. So,
No,
but if you're gonna watch this show, after every episode or after every ED, there is a little clip at the end, so you have to be careful if you're skipping it.
There's a post-credit scene at the end of every.
I always use the ED as a time to start writing in my notes.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, interruption here in the. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. Amazon delivered something.
That's crazy that they come right into your house and into your studio.
Yeah, I know.
Could you imagine
if
it was the manga adaptation of A Place Further Than the Universe?
Yeah, could you imagine if that's what it was?
Yeah.
No, it's not that. It's a holder for my swords.
Oh, good. This is just what you needed.
Yeah, just what I needed.
I've always thought you could use more holders for your swords.
Well, I need one at least.
Yeah, exactly.
I need one too, but I have no idea where I display my sword.
In your hand when you're about to go into combat.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah.
I have mine mounted above my bed. So
But
I'm always ready.
So I think OP, we say we all like it. ED, mixed reviews, yeah?
Yeah,
I like
I'd
it.
say-
Yeah.
I like it enough to offset your guys' dislike of it. So overall, AniPro approves.
AniPro approved both OP, ED. Let's talk some sound and voice actors, baby.
This is sound.
I really like the Foley work in this show.
Sounds good.
Yeah, there was a lot of good Foley work in this one.
Yeah, like the helicopter sounded so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some nice wind sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Crunchy snows.
Crunchy snow. The boat, like when it was crashing through the ice, I thought sounded really good.
Yeah, there's something early on too. I think it was a bike or something, and they actually like did the full Foley work to match like a bike going and then slowing down in time with the animation. I was like, wow, that's actually kind of impressive.
That was
for an
very
anime.
elaborate. Yeah.
Yeah.
The penguins.
Penguins, yeah.
Yeah.
Penguins sound good.
Yeah. Soundtrack is good too, but the only criticism I have of the soundtrack in this one is they kind of just recorded the same song a couple different ways.
Yeah.
And they just used it a bunch of times.
That's kind of how I felt about
worst. It's not the worst.
That's a
thing,
leitmotif.
Right?
That's a leitmotif, Michael.
I know, but it was just like, you can't use it every single episode. You know what I mean?
What's the deal with penguins? Are they birds? What are they?
They're flightless birds. Yeah.
Have you ever heard people talk about penguins and say like, is a penguin a bird?
No. What?
It's like, yeah, they're obviously birds.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
But the penguins sound good. I like the sound of the penguins.
And what I liked too was the sound of the voice actor when they saw the penguins.
Mm-hmm. Do you know who that voice actor was?
I'm going to guess it's one of your two girls.
It's Kana Hanazawa.
Kana Hanazawa, here she is. Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
If you're wondering what Cole's talking about, when I edit the YouTube videos, go subscribe on YouTube. I usually have to put in Kana Hanazawa or Sayuri Hayami every time that these guys decide to mention their names. So they mention them as many times as possible.
Yeah.
Well, guess who are both in this show?
Yeah, full disclosure, I have a crush on Kana Hanazawa.
Yes. That will be reciprocated soon, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
When you go to Japan, you will meet her and you will fall in love.
I will meet her and her husband.
And you will not be impressed.
Yes. Neither of them will be.
Any other news on the voice actors in this one, or any other thoughts?
I mean, no, all four of the main girls were good.
Yeah.
I liked Hina's voice actor. She was bubbly and fun.
Yeah.
Or not, sorry, not Hina. Hinata.
Hinata. They were all good.
Yeah. Mari's voice actor was good too. She was the same thing, similar vibes. She was a little more dumb, but I like that.
I will say, as someone who watched this one quite a few episodes hungover, if you're not into anime characters screaming a lot and like yelling and being kind of like over the top and too over the top, I guess is what I'd say, this is not a show. You're not going to have a good time with this show.
By the way, Cole, do you know who played Mari in this show?
I know who played her, but what's the context here?
Yeah, why are we?
She also played Rem.
Oh, yes, I did look that up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I knew that.
Okay. I
Yeah,
just wanted you to know that.
Sorry, my doorbell just rang again for some reason. I don't know what's going on here.
We're just having the most disruptive podcast right now.
This
is crazy.
Yeah.
Very busy house today, apparently.
Okay, where were we?
Voice actors. They were all
Voice
good.
actors.
I noticed Kirito's voice actor was here as the one guy.
As the one guy. Was that the one guy that was in love?
Yeah, with the commander or whatever.
Yeah.
It was Kirito. And Inosuke, for those of you who like D-Mid Slayer.
Who else would it be? That's the male character voice actor.
Well, there's a lot of male character voice actors.
I know, but he's the guy. We need guy A. Call him.
We need dude.
Yeah.
I'm looking up the name because you guys clearly don't remember it either.
Well, I don't know what his name is.
Toshio Zaizen is the character's name, and he's played by Yoshitsugu Matsuoka.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael.
Yes.
And here's a picture of him.
Yes.
You did this to yourself.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. Anime was a mistake.
Yeah. Speaking of visuals, how about them visuals? This
Yes,
show
this
is
is
gorgeous.
It's
This is
gorgeous.
where the show shines. Yeah.
Yeah.
It literally shines. All the
Honestly,
characters
yeah,
have that beautiful little halo glow around them too.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. Madhouse knocked this show out of the park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of visuals.
They put all their money in this and saved all their money off of the CGI and Overlord.
Yeah.
From Overlord.
Actually, I was about to bring it back to Overlord too, since we've done back-to-back Madhouse reviews here. One thing I've noticed with them now is they really do put a lot of time and effort and thought into lighting and the sky and all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot of great. The ambiance of this show is amazing, and there's a lot of great shots of the characters just against the sky or just It's very pretty.
Yeah. Well, I think the scenery of this show is so important, obviously, because if there was an anime that was a advertisement for Antarctica, if it needed an advertisement, this would be it. You know what I mean? It's gorgeous.
I mean, Antarctica is the star of the show, right?
Yeah, for sure. And Konohana's out.
It's kind of the star of the show is their friendships, really, but
yeah. But I mean, that's such an important backdrop.
It's basically not to be the cliche that we always say, but the setting really is almost a character in this show.
It's a very prominent character in the show, definitely. Yeah, I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I loved how much effort they put in the show too, with the animating background characters and stuff that they didn't really need to go as hard as they did. But every little thing in this show has so much detail, and it's just actually honestly kind of mind blowing. There's one scene where what's her name, the idol girl, I forget her name right now.
The one I forget.
Yeah, that's the one I forget too. But anyway, Yuzuki, yeah, that's it. She is she's taking a selfie of them or something, or taking a picture of someone, and they actually took the effort to animate the character on the cell phone instead of just doing the usual just glare on the screen. I was oh, that's kind of nice little touch, and I don't know, just a lot of little things that all add up.
Yeah, it's the little things. It's the little things that matter. No, it's I don't know really what else to say about the show. It's very pretty.
Very pretty.
Yeah, the visuals are definitely a 10 out of 10. I mean, and it's crazy too, because slice of life doesn't really it's not really even a slice of life actually, but a show like this where it's all moe and stuff doesn't usually need that superstar visuals.
Yeah, I think this one kind of is an outlier there, because the gravitas, or the spectacle, that's the spectacle of traveling and going on the journey is all for the most part in the visual. So I think that it definitely did need it to some degree.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, this show wouldn't be, if it was poorly animated, this show would probably not be very good, honestly.
Yeah.
It'd still be watchable, but it really takes the show up a notch.
Yeah, I'd say if it didn't look as great as it did, it would probably be a 6 or a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm agreeing with you. I completely disagree. I think this show is carried very, very heavily by the relationships and the theming of the show as well.
Oh no, absolutely. I think that it's really good. But I definitely believe that the visuals bring the score up
way up.
to yeah.
I just don't think it'd be like a 6. I think it'd be like
it'd be
like
7.
an 8 as opposed to a 9 or a 9.5.
Little teaser there for our scores later.
I guess so.
Yeah. One thing I also really liked in this show was every time they did such a good job of showing and like animating the characters whenever there was like a super emotionally charged scene. Just the cuts they would use and like the tears welling up in their eyes and their lips trembling and stuff like that. There's so much. It really
much detail.
Jay, how many times did you cry during this one?
I actually had been meaning to bring this up.
We need an official like Jay tear tracker.
Hold on.
Can we?
Oh, okay. We'll save that for the plot, maybe.
Can we
I was gonna say let's.
yeah. Okay.
Oh,
unless you want to just give if it's a number.
I was just gonna give you a number.
Okay.
J counter for J cry counter on the board with 2.
Okay.
Two times.
Two times. And watch the show and stick around for post-plot spoiler warning to find out when those 2 times were.
Yes.
Mike tier counter also 2.
You cried?
Cole tier counter 0 because I'm a robot.
He's a robot.
Wait, Mike, you cried?
This has been the first anime in a long time that actually got me to shed a tear. So,
wow.
How about them visuals though? They sure are visuals, and there's a lot.
They
to
sure
like in
are
this
visually
one.
pleasing.
There's a lot of stuff in the background too. They really spent a lot of time. Again, like I said, like making the scenery in this show really good.
Yeah.
Like even when they're in the city, there's like a lot of like subtle things that you don't notice in the background that are kind of going on that really add to it.
Well, I mean the whole like running scene.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is a spoiler. I don't think it's a spoiler. There's a scene where they're like running through a city.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter why.
Oh, I was thinking of a different running scene. Never mind.
But they're like it's so good, fast paced and very gorgeous. I don't know. There's not many other adjectives I can come up with.
Yeah,
to describe
I think we can sum this up to the visuals are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just trying to think of like specific examples. Is all.
Yeah.
But Jay wants to go into spoiler-free thoughts.
Spoiler-free thoughts.
Spoiler-free thoughts. Jay.
I was just gonna say. To go to Mike first, but we can start with me. This show is definitely a lot of fun, great characters, good friendship, and just like every one of the like all 4 of the main girls had time to develop and grow, and we got to see their own personal stakes in this trip, and I really like the drama behind that. And the show looks gorgeous. Foley works really good. I'd recommend this to basically anyone, I think.
Yeah. I basically would echo all of what Jay said, but I also add the OP and the ED are great. I don't care what you guys say, they're good.
Yeah.
Like Jay said, each character has their
they have their moment,
little arcs.
They have their moment, their
little arcs to shine. I mean, 2 of them are definitely kind of the main 2, but then
no, absolutely.
Even the other 2 are they
get their moments.
Yeah. It's just a good show, and it just really takes the time to actually set everything up, and there's not a single thing in the show that really didn't need to be there.
Yeah, it all felt necessary.
It's very tight. It's a very tight show. Plot wise, it's very A to B to C to D.
Yeah. But yeah, basically my spoiler-free thoughts are just, if you think you don't want to watch the show just because it's very moe looking and stuff, and you're like, oh, I don't really like cute girls doing cute things, give the show a shot. It's really, it looks very moe, but it's actually just an adventure story with like, it's an adventure story about, that's really just a big metaphor for like a coming of age of these girls, and they're dealing with their problems and learning to be adults in the world and their own people instead of just, I'd recommend this to pretty much everyone to at least try.
To rip off what I think it was Mother's Basement who said this in his review of the show. It's not a story about cute girls doing cute things. It's a story about cute girls doing amazing things.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. If that's how Mr. Jeff Thu put it.
I think that was Mother's Basement. It might have been Gigik.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Whoever
I just really like that sentiment.
You're welcome. You're welcome on the show if you want to talk about a place further than the universe. But I think it's time to get into our spoiler talk.
Spoiler warning. Wee woo. Spoilers.
Wee woo.
Spoilies.
This is your time if you want to go and watch the show and not be spoiled. go now. Honestly, I don't think you're gonna be, even if you do get spoiled, there's not really anything that's gonna just ruin your enjoyment of the show.
Yeah,
I don't think, right?
I don't
honestly,
think so.
I feel like this spoiler warning is kind of very light because the spoilers we're going to give you, it's not really about the destination, it's about the journey.
Yeah, you're still gonna feel the same feels when things happen. But
that
you
being
don't wanna,
said, that being said, spoiler warning. Yeah.
If you don't want to know anything about the show in detail, go watch the show. We all gave our recommendations. Go watch it. Come back, and then you can talk with us in the comments below or wherever we talk about anime.
So, quick rundown of the plot. Again, final spoiler warning. Just a real quick rundown of the synopsis from start to finish. We've got Mari Tamaki, who's our main girl. If you see the girl, she's the one with like the short bangs.
That she cuts herself,
There's like a whole thing
spoilers.
about her.
No, I'm joking.
She and this other girl named Shirase Kobuchizawa.
And Antarctica.
Antarctica, they call her, because she is obsessed with Antarctica because her mother was a
went on an expedition.
Yeah, an expeditionist.
Yeah.
To Antarctica, and she went missing and died in Antarctica. They two become friends, and they decide that they're gonna make their way to Antarctica together. And along the way, they become friends with another girl, Hinata Miyake, who is the bubbly girl. And then they become friends with another girl who is
Yuzuki.
We've only got Yuzuki,
who's a child actress who was chosen to go as a reporter.
Yeah, basically she was chosen to go to report on it, and she didn't want to go. But in the end, they all eventually go to Antarctica, and amazing thing happens. Now let's rewind and kind of go into a little more detail about exactly
how that all happens.
So our first few episodes are basically just introducing us to Mari, who is our main character. I'd say she's kind of the person who gets us into the story,
kind of the default main character, but honestly you could pretty much say any of them. Antarctica might be the main character too. It's kind of, they're all equal mains, I'd say.
Honestly, like I'd say it's more of like an ensemble cast than there's
she's
one
she's our gateway into the plot, though.
She's our eyes, basically.
I think she's supposed to be our self-insert, kind of.
Yeah, she is the character who kind of has this regret of not really doing anything. She's in her second year of high school, and she found a list of things that she wanted to do in high school that she hasn't done at all.
Yeah, she has this kind of like crippling fear of basically she has this thing where she's scared to try anything because she thinks she'll fail.
I really felt that.
Yeah, that's something that I think a lot of people actually have, and it's definitely relatable.
Her
especially more so when you're growing up, right? Like,
her motto is kind of, she'd rather think that she should have done something than try really hard and not be able to do it.
Yeah,
basically the idea of opening up Pandora's box.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, because when she meets Shirase, Antarctica, who again is trying to get on this expedition to go to Antarctica. And she decides, you know what, this is what I want to do. I want to go with you to Antarctica, and we'll go together. But there's points where she decides, you know, maybe we shouldn't go, and it's kind of her
second guessing it a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of her like learning to just embrace the unknown and to just do it. Yeah, like what Mike said at the top of the after the break.
Yeah,
the reintro. Yeah,
the little quote there from the end. It really is. It does strike a chord for sure, because a lot of people go through their lives thinking, oh, I wish I did this, or oh, I wish I did that, and then just never actually doing anything because they just are scared to fail. And
it's kind of the show is basically can be summed up as the old it's better to have loved and lost than to have never have loved at all.
Right.
Kind of. It's better to have tried to go on an adventure than just not to have at all. Even though they do end up going on the adventure.
They go on the adventure and they have a fun time.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So how these two meet is just by accident. Shirase runs past Mare and drops a envelope, and the envelope happens to contain 1 million yen.
Yeah.
And
It was like 10 grand roughly. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, especially for a high school student, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So she gets the envelope back to her, and that's how they talk about how she was saving up to go to Antarctica and all of that and whatnot. So they kind of go into the plot a little bit of how this would work. They need to get to Australia because the ship will go to Australia, and that's where the crew all hops on. So obviously Shirsei has all of the money, so Mari needs to find a job to collect money, and she gets a job at a convenience store to make money, along with our next main character, Hinata Miyake, who also works at the grocery store.
Yeah. Happy bubbly girl.
Happy bubbly girl. Hinata
For some
doesn't go to
not in school. Yeah.
She doesn't go to school. Well, she has her equivalent. It's not like she just dropped out.
Already graduated, right? And then she's just waiting until she can take her college entrance exams.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they all become friends, and after overhearing Mari and Shirsei's conversation, Hinata decides that she also wants to go with them. Whoops, to Antarctica. And now there's three of them.
Yeah. She kind of just...
This is also the point where they come up with a plan to try to seduce one of the male crew members to smuggle them on board, essentially.
Yeah, because what's her name? Antarctica, Shirsei. Like, she's been trying to get to Antarctica for forever, so she knows who like the people who are going on this trip are. And yeah, she's like, I can use you guys to go seduce them, and it's just like a hilariously bad plan. And like you could, it doesn't work at all. It's kind of dumb. Yeah,
they're all dumb. They're all high school girls.
Yeah, that's one thing I liked about this show is like they're all like believable high school girls, if that makes sense. Like they're actually believable characters. Like this is what a child would be like, right?
Yeah, none of them are very one-dimensional. This leads to the fantastic chase scene that we were talking about in the visuals.
Yeah, where they're all running in front of those like flashing lights and stuff in the backdrop of the city.
They're all trying to run away from the
they get caught.
Crew members who recognized Shirsei.
Yeah,
which leads to something pretty funny where they get caught, and then they're like, "Why were you running?" And they're like, "We don't even know why. She told us to run."
Yeah, because she's kind of dumb, like we said earlier. She doesn't. She's kind of she doesn't really know what she's doing.
Yeah,
all she knows. All that really matters. She wants to get to Antarctica.
She wants to get to Antarctica, and this is a point where they tell her like, "No, there's no way you can go. Like, we don't want. It's too dangerous. We don't want high school girls coming with us."
Which is fair.
Which leads to our next main character, who is a high school girl chosen to go on the expedition with them.
Yeah.
But she's chosen because she's kind of like a idol type character.
She's like a bona fide celebrity, right? Like she's got lots of people following her and stuff, and she's like acting and singing and
she was chosen to go to kind of report on it, make reports on the expedition. But she doesn't want to go.
Right. And there's that funny scene too where like they're like, oh, there's this girl who's chosen to go on the trip. We need to find her and basically convince her to let us go with them. And then all of a sudden she's like knocking on their door, and she's like, wait, that's the person we were just about to go find.
Yeah. And she's like, do you guys want to go to Antarctica instead of me? And then they're all like, oh, perfect. Everything's solved.
Yeah.
Only for the manager to come, and it's like, no, we can't just. No, that won't work.
We're sending her because she's her, and you are not her. And also, I am her mother, and no.
Yeah. So, but they do kind of come up with a bit of a agreement. The manager, who is the mother of Yuzuki, tells the girls that if they can decide, or if they can convince Yuzuki to go to Antarctica, she will say that they're her crew kind of thing.
Yeah.
So then
she basically doesn't want to go, right? Because doesn't realistically for a high school girl probably doesn't sound great. You're stuck on a boat for in a freezing cold place with nothing.
So they convince her to go and become friends, and that's how they finally are able to go.
And her whole thing too is that she's never been able to make friends because she's so busy with her career, right? And like people usually only approach her because she's a celebrity. Yeah.
Next up in the plot is go to a training camp.
Yeah, in the mountains.
In the mountains. This is basically just to kind of establish the girls as friends again. Nothing really happens plot-wise out here.
No. Did we say that they basically convince her to allow them, like she basically realizes, oh, this is my way into having friends, and she decides to go as long as they're going to be her friends. Kind of.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So that's how they.
There's their ticket to Antarctica. Yeah.
So that's why they go to the
arc.
summer training camp, training arc that only lasts an episode.
Yeah.
It's basically just a way for them to like introduce the other crew members that have already been there. I think.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, we meet the the captain, like the team captain, who was a friend of Shirose's mom, who went missing again. That's really what this episode's about. So we can move on to the next one, I think, which is some drama happens in this one. We haven't really talked about Mari's other friend, so I think we can just kind of skip over that one.
Yeah.
Some drama ensues.
Pretty big part of the show, though.
Okay.
Because, like, I don't know, I thought that was a pretty important part, was how her friend, who was her only friend for the longest time, she finds out that basically her friend has been, like, kind of purposely holding her back from doing things. Like, always kind of being that, like, negative voice telling her, oh, are you sure you want to do that? Because she kind of had, like, they kind of had, like, a parasitic relationship with each other where they were kind of making each other worse.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
So, like, when Mari... Yeah, so like when Mari is about to leave, like every step of the way of her trying to go on this expedition, she's encountered problems. And it's revealed that her friend is the reason that she encountered all these problems. Like she told her mom, and like all these.
She's trying to been sabotage her the whole time. She doesn't want her to. She doesn't want her to go and do her own thing and become her own person. She wants her to be just living under her thumb.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
By the way, the mom scene. Like where
so good.
One of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
She opens the door, the dad's there.
Yeah.
And he's just like, sorry, honey. Yeah.
Yeah, and he just closes it.
Yeah.
Just closes the door.
It's the scene where Mari's mom finds out that she's going to Antarctica, or that she's planning to, and it's just a funny scene where the mom it's just a funny scene of just light child abuse.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty cute. So Mari's friend kind of tells them that she wants to like break up with them or break up with her as a friend. And Mari basically says no. No. This is the day that they're leaving too.
Yeah. So they're leaving and she's like, I want to stop being friends, and she's like, no.
That's kind of messed up of her though, like for a lot of reasons. Like the day she's leaving, she comes and is basically like, I'm gonna ruin your day. I was trying to mess with you this whole time. Because I'm she kind of feels bad because she's like, I know I'm a bad person for doing this, but I kind of I needed you to be the person that I basically mentor, right? And then she's like, no, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna become my own person, and I don't have to rely on you being the person that I control anymore.
Yeah. One of my favorite episodes happens in the next one is when they're going to Australia and they have a layover in Singapore, and Hinata loses her passport.
Loses it.
Yeah.
So
good.
this is also good for like character development, because we get a sense that Hinata doesn't really like anyone
attention to herself.
Yeah, anyone like making a big deal out of her issues. Like she's just like, I'll figure it out myself. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But
which is something that's honestly, like, I feel like people can relate to that.
Oh, 100%.
Like I know I can, because
that's 100% the point. That's why this show's so good, is because it really does a good job of making each of these characters have a character development that is super relatable to people growing up, right?
Absolutely.
Very believable.
Yeah.
But Shirase is self-described selfish, and she's like, no, I'm not letting you dictate what we're doing. Like, we're going to wait for you to get your passport replaced. And they go and they buy tickets, business class tickets, for million yen to go and
she uses her million yen, talks in broken English.
To get some fancy tickets to go a couple days later so that she can get her passport replaced, only to find that Her passport
Yeah.
was in Shirase's purse the whole time.
Because they're out eating supper to like celebrate. Oh, okay, we solved this problem. I bought the tickets with my 1,000,000 yen. And then she goes to dig in her purse, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh my god, her passport's in there. I am an idiot."
And they make her eat like a whole durian or something like that as punishment.
Yeah.
They make both of them eat the durian.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So next episode, they're in Fremantle, which is in Australia. That's where the ship is. This one's basically just, again, them loading the ship. They kind of... Because this is our setting for the next couple episodes. We get introduced to that.
Yeah.
Ship goes along its way. They kind of discover that they have to like do their training and stuff on the ship. And the novelty soon wears off. And they start to feel seasick, which is like a whole like arc in the show.
Yeah. It's so
of
funny.
them feeling seasick and like how rough the sea gets as they go further and further south.
I just remember the scene where they're like, "Oh, come look at the come look at the animals on the port side." Mari runs over, looks at goes in the in the binoculars and just throws up.
Tries looking at a singular point on the horizon on the swaying ship, and she's like, "This is a horrible idea."
Yeah, and it just leads to some good comedic moments, like where they're having like a dramatic conversation and Hinata like stands up and the music's like blaring and then it just cuts out and she's like, "I've got to go throw up."
Yeah. Or like when they keep eating and throw it, like the person tells them, "Oh, you guys have to eat because otherwise you're gonna get weak and you won't be able to survive in Antarctica," basically. And then you're like, "Oh, okay, they're all gonna eat and they'll be okay," and then they're all laying in bed again and they look like they're literally like fat, like wasting away. And it's like,
their cheeks are all like shallow,
hollow. Yeah.
I love the part where they're all like sleeping and the boat's rocking and they're all just like falling over in the bed, and then it cuts to Yuzuki and she just like slightly moves.
Yeah.
There's also some good stuff too with like them realizing like how serious of they're basically on the boat they realize like, oh, this is actually like a whole job. Like we really we can't just hang out and have fun on this ship. We are expected to contribute.
Exactly.
And like work out, and there's a lot expected of them, especially since they're like just high. Like they do take it kind of easy on them. Like realistically, they say that they're going to treat them like adults, but they let them kind of play around and they don't have to run as much as everybody else. And
they still have their responsibilities, but but they don't make it too hard on them. Like I don't remember if it was here or later when they're peeling the potatoes and one chick is like, it takes 3 of you to peel one person's worth of potatoes.
Yeah, like she's like, "I can tell you don't do the housework at home."
Yeah.
I'm just reading our plot here. Next episode is the point where they finally start to see some icebergs and ice. This is the ice breaking episode where it's really a metaphor for breaking through,
the ice,
right? Yeah, like
breaking the ice. It's an icebreaker.
This whole thing is just a metaphor, one big metaphor, really.
Like you have to try hard to do amazing things, and that's
effort equals success.
Oh, actually, that reminds me, we totally forgot to mention the beginning metaphor of this show too, that they show like in the very first episode, very early on, and it's when main girl there is building a little thing in the sandbox, and she fills it with water, and then she waits until it like bursts open, and she says like something along the lines of, "I love watching something just that's been sitting at a standstill doing nothing, and then all of a sudden it just bursts out and bursts forth and just..." That's a metaphor for the whole show right there.
Yeah.
Breaking through the ice. Yeah. Having a good time seeing the ship break the ice, which was interesting. I don't think that's how normal icebreakers work, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. Drive through the ice. And basically what they do is they like back up and then just like go and like hit the ice as hard as they can to like go above the ice and then break through, like use the weight of the boat.
Yeah, it's a neat way to do
interesting.
They turn it into like a metaphor for like the Japanese spirit too, right? Like
like I was talking about a little
pure
bit
effort. I didn't pick up on that actually when we were watching it. I didn't pick up that it was supposed to be like propaganda-y. I just kind of was like, oh, it did feel like, oh yes, like go Japan because we're Japanese, but it was a little
Nah, we don't have to talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we can discuss this off air.
Yeah. So they finally arrive at the station, and they discover that Yuzuki is offered a role for drama and becomes curious. Oh, and then this is the point. This is the arc of the show where they are deciding if they're like friends or not. What it means to be friends. When does somebody become friends?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
because Yuzuki doesn't know. Yeah. She's never had friends
like
before.
she goes up to the three of them and she hands them like a contract saying like, okay, when we're done with this, we're going to be friends. Sign this.
Sign this. We're officially friends once you sign this friendship contract. And they're just
classic
like, that's
friendship
not how
contract.
It works.
Yeah.
I
mean, wait, hold on. You don't have the contract that you signed when we became friends?
No.
We're friends?
What does it mean to be friends?
Mike, you signed a contract.
I never sign contracts. It's famously
I have a copy of it in my safe, actually. To
check
prove you otherwise.
Check again.
Jay, you have a safe?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Of course I have a safe.
Yeah. Of course I have a safe.
Yeah, so this whole thing is about how Yuzuki discovers what friendship is all about and how friendship isn't... what do they say? It's not like parenthood or marriage. Like, it's not something that's like there's a start to it.
It just happens. Yeah.
It just happens.
Because I think they even say in it, like, you don't ask someone, do you want to be friends? Like, nobody ever says that, really.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a little kid, right?
Yeah.
As an adult, you kind of just like slowly become friends with people.
Yeah, you just talk to a person and then you talk to them a lot.
Yeah.
And that's friendship.
Main girl there gets a little upset because she's like, I already saw you as my friend and now you're handing this contract to me and saying now once you sign this we'll become friends. So
yeah,
it's good stuff. It's very heavy.
And this was probably the first part where I cried.
No.
When she's having the discussion with Yuzuki about how she's friends with her friend at home.
Yeah.
Just like the text. Yeah, the text messages that they send to each other, how she's like I know exactly what's going through her mind with each text she sends me, whether she should text me back, whether she's at school, at home, whatever. I can always tell what she's up to.
Yeah.
And she even says like, I think you can summarize our friend, like the friendship down to this one word, and it was like, right?
Yeah.
Like nah. Yeah.
Which I think is difficult to translate into English.
Yeah.
It's a very like
I didn't
informal.
really pick up on that.
It's like a very informal way of speaking in Japanese.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I equate it to? The Canadian A.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's
kind of similar.
It's very informal. It's very. I don't think it's quite as like personal as. Like A is not quite as personal as ne is.
As ne, but
in Japanese too, in Japanese you get different levels of speaking too, right? Like there's words you use for like a friend, and there's words you use in business, and there's words you use for like someone you respect in a formal setting and stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's different languages almost.
And then also like on well, I mean it literally is a different language, but there's also
very good, Jay.
Yeah. There's also like, suffixes that you use for names like kun, chan, senpai, and things like that. Yep. And then like when you're closer, you drop those things or use your first name. And so like, there's a whole culture there about how getting closer changes.
Yeah.
And speaking of getting closer, this is when they get so close to Antarctica that they step foot off the ship.
Ooh.
No, they're off the ship already.
Were they? No, this all happened on the ship.
No, this was they were in the station.
Oh,
already. The next episode.
I thought they step off for the first time when in the next episode when Hinata's thing happens.
No, they're already. Hinata's thing happens when they're already at the station and they're like testing out the video messages at the station.
Oh,
I thought it ends like.
No, Cole's actually right.
Of course I'm right. Never doubt me.
Yeah.
My plot knowledge knows no bounds.
He is the expert of this show.
This is why we have him read the plots. Because he remembers things.
Yeah, so like I said, next episode they're testing out this video message thing and they're getting calls from their friends and family. Oh, this is just a quick aside. This is a good scene where main girl, Mari, is like sunburnt.
Yeah.
Her face is sunburnt,
was,
so everybody keeps
That's
teasing her
right.
about it. Yeah.
That's right.
Great callback to earlier in the show where she keeps taking down her mask and they're all like, stop doing that. You're going to get sunburned. And then like she gets sunburned.
And she has like the classic like raccoon eyes that you
Yeah.
get from her
wearing
wearing
goggles.
sunglasses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very funny.
Yeah, so they're testing out this video message thing, and Hinata acts strange when some old acquaintance of hers from high school pop up on the screen. So now we know we're in the Hinata.
This is her arc. Yeah.
Yeah, this is her story.
We learn a bit about her and how she was just the classic Genki girl. She was a track girl. She ran on the track and field team, and
wait, hold on. Is she just
we'll
Yotsuba?
We'll get to it. How she actually tried to make the competition, and that kind of upset some of the older girls because it was their last opportunity, and she actually made it. And
she outshined the older people, and there was their last.
Yeah,
it didn't go over. And then her friends kind of screwed her over too, right? So
yeah, because they kept saying like, yeah, she should have thought of that. And
which I don't really agree with, but we'll save that for the upstaging your classmates podcast.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't agree with you should not give your all.
Oh, yeah, no, we're in agreement.
I mean?
I think that's what the show says too. Is like,
yeah, her friends basically tell her, "Oh, you should try your hardest because you're faster than those upperclassmen."
Yeah, they'll
and
understand.
She does and wins, and then they all like hate her for it because they're like, "Oh, that was my last chance to win. You shouldn't have won." And it's like, no,
yeah.
And then all of the friends kind of, of the friends kind of don't stand up for her and turn on her.
Yeah, they all turn on her, and then she drops out of school. That's
why she drops out of school. And this kind of solidifies the friendship between the four main girls because Shirase has like a good confrontation with those girls and saying how like they don't deserve to talk to her. They have to live now with what they did and how everybody has to just move on. I thought it was very good.
I will say here, this is my first tear shed, was when she basically finds out after like she kind of spends the whole episode trying to figure out why she freaked out when she saw her friends, right? Yeah. And when she finds out, and then they come again on the video call, and then basically she just cuts them off and is like giving that big speech about you guys don't deserve this, you guys shouldn't even blah blah blah. And then the one thing that she wanted to say to them, because when she was freaking out, but she freaks out and like starts throwing stuff after their first video call. And what did she say? Like,
piss off,
I think was what it was, right?
Yeah.
But she doesn't want to make a big deal of it, so she doesn't want to say that to them. So then Shirase takes it upon herself to be aggressive and basically say,
off.
Hey, that's my friend, screw off. And I was like, that's a nice moment. And then finally Hinata breaks down and starts crying, and I broke down and started crying.
And I liked that this anime kind of does what I appreciate. It doesn't show the reaction of the bullies.
Yeah. They just go
the
away.
friends in quotation marks. Like, it doesn't matter. What matters is the reaction
of
our main characters.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. So that was a little direction thing that I really appreciated.
Yeah.
The next episode is the heaviest episode of them all. This is the one where I'm sure Jay cried.
This is the one where I cried, correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
The girls they're invited on a bit of an expedition to ride on the snowcats, which are like big bus snowmobile kind of things. Big boys. They look pretty fun. I want to ride in one. So they're going there, and they're going to where Shirase's mother...
they're going to the inland camp or something like that, or inland checkpoint, which is where her mother got in a snowstorm. And
yeah. So they go there, and I mean, most of the episode is honestly them riding in the snowcats and being friends.
It's also
and stuff.
Like flashback about Shirase getting everything she went through to get to this point, kind of like.
The other thing too is they were trying to convince Shirase. In the first place, Shirase wasn't going to go on this trip.
Right.
She thought there's a big arc about her realizing like, I'm scared that when I go there, this thing that I've wanted to change my life to make me feel better about all this won't change how I feel at all, and it was all for nothing. And then I'll be even
it kind
more
of
sad.
follows that same theme that Mari was going through, where she didn't want to open Pandora's box.
Yeah.
We finally kind of get her character development there, where she decides, I'm gonna do, you know what, I'm gonna go, because she has like that little heart to heart with Geen, who was her mom's best friend.
Yeah.
Basically,
The
I
captain.
kind of saw her as like her surrogate mother, I guess.
She kind of was like her mom.
Yeah.
Even in that one episode, like the flashback, she says, "I want you to adopt her personality.
Yeah.
I want you to hang around her so that she adopts your personality."
Yeah.
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 Let's go
Yeah, they make it to the. It was an observatory that they were trying to set up.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what they were doing. So they get there, and the girls, the three girls who aren't Shirase, like start scrambling looking for things that were left behind by Shirase's mother, and she's like, "Don't stop.
Shirase's
It's
like,
fine.
"No, you don't have to. It's okay.
You don't have to do that." And they're all like, "No, we have to," and it's very emotional.
Yeah.
And they find her laptop. They find Shirase's mother's laptop, and this is pretty heavy scene. Also one of my favorite acted scenes. It's great.
This is a tearjerker. Yeah.
Yeah.
They all leave her alone in her room to like turn on the laptop and listen to it, but they're all sitting outside, and she turns on the laptop and figures out what the password was. I wish I knew what the password was. I feel like it would,
I think it has something to do with her name.
I think it was her name. Yeah.
it would have to be, but I was
Because like,
But they didn't-
with
they
the
didn't do a good
direction,
job with
it
the
shows like
subtitles.
the picture that came with the laptop of her and her mom,
Yeah.
and then from looking at that, she understood what the name was or what the password was.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So from that, I have to understand that it was her name.
Yeah, but she turns the laptop on. She gets in and she opens up the emails. And through the whole show, we're shown these emails that Shirase is sending to her mom.
Yeah.
They always say like, "Dear Okasan," "Dear mom."
Yeah.
And she opens up the laptop, and then these emails start flooding in.
Yeah.
Because it
And,
connects to
like-
the internet for the first time in like 3 years, right?
Yeah.
And like they just keep going up, like 700, 800, 900. It goes over like 1100.
1,000. Yeah.
And like it's this great
It's-
this again, like I'm just thinking about it from like an acting perspective. You expect, of course, the crying and everything like that, but I love this scene where she's watching and her eyes start to cry, and then she doesn't even like cry. She just like makes like these weird noises. She's just
She like
"Oh,
wails.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
It's kind of like her
really
her,
good.
She's realizing like how long and how much effort she spent like kind of
It's
devoting
kind of
herself
like
to the
she
ghost
goes
of her
through,
mother, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like she goes through all 5 stages of grief at once.
yeah,
finally gets
she
that-
kind of that
Yeah.
closure that she needs. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really good scene. Really powerful.
Really good scene. Of course, she starts crying. It cuts to the girls outside. They're all crying. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jay,
a lot of
I'm sure,
crying
was
in the
crying. Jay was crying.
I wasn't bawling. I teared up.
Michael?
No, I don't think this I got
No,
some
you didn't?
See, here when I say I cry, I mean like a tear left my eye and ran down my cheek. I got misty-eyed quite a bit in this show. Like I'd say at least once an episode, which is honest. I'm not as hard of a cry as Cole, but I'm in the middle of you two, and this show is definitely a tearjerker.
When I say I cried,
Yeah.
I didn't Jay cry, because Jay
didn't
crying
sob?
means like I actually sobbed.
Weeping,
But I
yeah,
didn't
weeping.
sob in this episode.
I don't
or in
think
this
I-
show.
I actually appreciated that scene so much, and
Yeah.
I'm such a masochist. I like rewound it and rewatched it.
Yeah.
Because like I'm like, no, I gotta
It was-
relive this again.
I have to
Honestly,
cry. Yeah.
that episode was probably my favorite episode in the show.
Oh, that's what the
It
whole
was
show
so-
is leading
yeah,
up to.
It was all leading up to
Scene-
that.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
scene is definitely I think it's just
It's a climax.
it's well
It was-
animated.
Yeah. But like
well
it was
acted.
so raw. Like it didn't cut off for like some lightning joke or something. Like it let the moment be, and I think that
Yeah, we didn't get like a Marvel undercut the emotion with a joke. Like no, we let it breathe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I really appreciate binge watching this show because the next episode is kind of that.
It's a little lighter.
It's a little lighter, so it really after
it
going
kind of
through.
felt like I like the analogy that you had for when we were talking about OPs and EDs, like getting ready to go down a water slide, and then the Edie's like the towel drying off.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what this felt like. This is like the towel drying off thing.
These are the tissues drying your eyes.
Yeah.
Well, like like I said, the climax of the show is her finding her mom in quotation laptop.
Yeah.
Right, because the whole show was about her finding her mom, and then she finds her mom's laptop, and then really this is all just closure at the end where they've all grown up.
We get to see Shirase finally be like happy.
Mm-hmm. She smiles for the first time. Really,
that was a great scene where she cuts her hair and everybody sees her with her hair cut, and they're all like, "Oh my god!" And she's like, "How do I look?" And then they're like, "You look just like your mom when you smile." Yeah.
And there's a good scene too in this episode, but right before she cuts her hair, where they're playing, because the last thing they want to do is play baseball, because they're leaving tomorrow or whatever, and they're like, "What do you want to do for your last day?" And they're like, let's play baseball, because it's anime and there's always got to be a baseball episode. And so they find out that the Geen, the captain lady who was her mom's best friend, is like a phenomenal pitcher, like she's outrageous. And then they say to her, "You know what? Your mom always could hit it. Don't worry." Like,
no one could hit her ball. No one could hit her pitches, but your mom could.
Yeah. So then she goes out on the plate, steps up to the plate, and I'm pretty sure you guys might know more about this, but I'm pretty sure she bunts and somehow bunts it as a home run. I don't really know what happened there, but either way, she hits the ball.
She swung it, and it was a big old swing.
And that was kind of like the final moment where she realizes, you know what? I can move on. Like I found my closure. I found my mom. I'm okay to move on and live my life now.
Yeah, it was very sweet. And then they have like a going away party for the girls, and they all say like, "We're coming back. We'll be back."
Yeah.
And they get back on the ship, and they see something that they weren't able to see at all the whole time they were in the Antarctic, because when they were down there, it was summertime, so it was daytime the whole time.
Yeah.
They see the Aurora
Borealis.
Aurora Borealis. Yeah, Aurora Borealis is up in the northern hemisphere.
Oh.
Yeah. They see the Aurora, they call it.
Yeah.
Is it Aurora Australis?
Yep.
That's what it is. Thank you, Michael. Michael's a nerd.
I'm a nerd. It also says in the thing.
Yeah. So they see it, and then intercut with that scene, we see Geen has Shirase's mom's laptop, and there's one outgoing message that was never sent. Yeah. So she sends it, and it says they're much more beautiful in person, and it's an attachment of
a picture of the same
picture of the
Aurora.
Yeah. Yeah, and they so she's like what's her name? Shirase's basically like, "Yeah, I know." And they all see the Auroras.
Yeah. It's very nice.
We get one of the corniest scenes at the very end of the show. Maybe the one thing I'll say is a bit corny, but I appreciate it.
Post-credit scene.
You had to do that to end it.
Yeah, I get it though. Yeah, I get it. They all get home, and Mari lays down on her bed and says, "I'm home," to her friend. Megami is her name.
Yeah.
She says, "I'm home," and then Megami responds with, "Oh, that's too bad.
I'm in the Arctic."
And then it sends a picture of her with the auroras behind her, and it says, "I'm in the Arctic." It's like, okay, roll my eyes. Very cute, very nice.
Yeah.
I like that scene. It was, I don't know.
Oh, I
cheesy,
appreciate
like
the scene.
Yeah.
it was cheesy. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I do agree with Cole. It was pretty cheesy.
Yeah, and you get the scene too where they're all leaving, and they're all like, "You know what? We're all going to go our separate ways now. We're all going to go on separate trains to different places, but we're all always going to be friends no matter what."
Yeah.
Show ends on nice.
And then they never talk again.
Yeah.
You find out in a postscript written by the director and scriptwriter that they grew up never talking again.
They actually never saw each other again. No, I believe that they would. They go back to Antarctica again.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Sure. But that's the plot of the show. Great plot. What about let's just forgo best boy, because like I said, there's no boys in the show. It's all girls.
Yeah.
Who's your best girl, Jay?
My best girl, I don't think it's a surprise to anyone. Yuzuki. Just like it not just because like Sarai Jaime absolutely made her my favorite, but like I love her character arc about the friends. Just like her apprehension about wanting to go in the first place, turning into like her being thankful that she went because she got to make the friends that she did.
Yeah.
And just everything with her arc. Honestly, I liked her. So yeah, Yuzuki.
I would say my best girl this one was Hinata. I liked her a lot. I liked how she I just had a complete brain wipe there.
It's okay. You got the fuzzy brain.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of identified with her the most, kind of like what you guys were saying earlier about how she doesn't like when people make a big deal about her, and I don't know. I like the bubbly girl who has that soft bottom side of her, I guess. Fuzz brain is in full effect. Please save me.
Whoa, hold on.
She's got that soft
bottom.
Cole, who is your best girl this show?
Jay's already filled in best girl on mine, but can I just cheat and say all of them?
Yeah,
it's so hard.
They're
all good. Like,
they all
honestly,
Gein's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Mari, of course. I love Mari. She's so dumb. I love
so full disclosure, when I was watching the show, I got to episode 2 and I'm like, I'm pretty confident Mari is Cole's favorite.
Yeah, and then you said, "Oh wait, I just met Cole's other favorite," and I'm assuming
I met Cole's
Hinata?
second favorite. You're
Hinata. Like, they share a brain cell. No, Hinata's pretty smart. She's not dumb.
No, Hinata's the smartest of all of them.
The reason I said they shared a brain cell is because, like, while I was when I was watching the show, they were just like both goofing around, and Shirase is just standing there like, "Can you guys like stop?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's kind of like me and Cole with you.
Yeah, you guys share a brain cell.
Yeah. Yuzuki is good. Wait, what?
What?
Did you just curse?
No, I said bug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's just move on.
I thought you said something else. Yuzuki is good as well.
Yeah, they're all good, like you said.
I would say Hinata would probably be my favorite, but for argument's sake, I'll say Shirase is my favorite.
Oh.
Probably, well, okay, obviously. Jay, why do you think I'm picking her?
Kana Hanazawa.
That is a very good guess. But also, like, she's the most inspirational. Like, she set herself to this goal and she like worked her way to be able to. But they're all equally good. Like one A, one B, one C, one D. Like, they're all so good. All good girls.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you recommend this to? Anyone and everyone. Watch it right now.
Yep. Ending thoughts. Yeah, just go watch this show, honestly.
Yeah.
We don't need to say much more on this one. You're either going to not like it at all, which is almost unlikely, I would say. Unless you really, really only want to watch like shonen battle anime.
I'd say like if you have it, like if the only reason you watch anime is like to watch big bombastic fights, then this isn't the show for you. But if you like a great show with like a lot of heart, great characters, beautiful visuals, a decent OP and not really that great ED.
A great OP and a great ED.
Yeah.
If you have any taste at all, watch this show.
I will say, I feel like I should stand up for my fellow shonen battle anime fans. I'm not going to put this in my top 10 anime of all time list, for sure.
Neither would I.
It just doesn't. It's very good. Like, technically, it's very good. And that's just taste, Cole. You can have a different opinion.
No, I know. I'm just saying. You guys wouldn't, but I would.
Yeah. So this one, like, actually, how always one of us has to struggle to make it through a show. This one, I just, like, it's really good. But at the end of the day, I just didn't, like, feel the need to just keep watching.
Honestly, Mike, I was there. I'm right there with you. I really struggled to get through some of these episodes, especially in the first half.
Sometimes a show can be too dense or too heavy.
It's hard binging this one.
Yeah, up until like they actually go on the trip, I honestly couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
I like it before they go, because I remember the first time I watched it, you guys probably knew like they make it to Antarctica, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. The first time I watched it, I wasn't sure. Like, I know in the OP they go, but like I thought maybe the show was them trying and failing.
Yeah, I thought that for the first 2 episodes, and then I was kind of like, hey, they clearly make it to Antarctica because they know people who are going and stuff.
Yeah, I
thought it was going to be like one big metaphor for a bit, but then,
I kind of knew. I mean, not even because people told me, but like people did tell me. but like
I thought
but also just because like it just didn't make sense if they didn't go to me.
Well, I kind of thought of a plot, like we get halfway through the show and they still haven't gone. So like in my mind, I was like, okay, is this like a show about trying and learning to deal with failure and still being able to make friends along the way? So maybe that's why I was able to binge it the first time I watched it.
Gotcha.
I got something different out of it the first time.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
We're all allowed to have different opinions here, guys. Yeah. We don't always have to agree. But
no,
I think we all need to explain our opinions.
Yeah.
We all agree that it is a good show. It just might not be for everybody, I would say.
Yeah.
It's just the caveat.
Well, I mean, nothing's for everybody. But I would say if you've listened to the podcast and you think you have similar tastes to one of us, whether it's me or Mike or Jay, if you think you have similar tastes to me, you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, I think the fact that we're reviewing three different things, or like different things based off of all of us, gives everyone a good idea of what we're all into. So
yeah. And there is a lot of overlap with what we like too, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we can talk about this off air.
What do you say we assign a character type to this anime?
Let's.
Protagonist, supporting, background, henchman, or antagonist. Those are the AniPro trademark rating systems. Jay is super antsy to get out of here, and he's been filling out their ratings and stuff for us here.
I'm just guessing.
He wants to play Splatoon super bad, so...
Nah, man. Nah, honestly, I've just been...
He's doing the thing where he's scratching his neck like, you got any more of that Splatoon?
No, I'm just being funny in here. I honestly, I enjoy talking about this, but
you got Splatoon to play, I know.
No.
Okay, well, I'll give my rating first. And Jay, you were on the money. Obviously, this is a protagonist for me. This is one of my top 10 anime.
Yeah.
I love this anime. I adore it. It's just as good. Me watching it the second time was just as good as the first time for me.
Yep.
Jay, what do you think?
I kind of spoiled it in my thing here, but I would give it a supporting. It's definitely a really good show, and I like technically it's well written, well directed, great visuals, and all that. The first half, like I said, I just couldn't get into it. It felt way too exposition heavy for me, and the drama of the show that was really the stuff that I enjoyed didn't take off. And like it had it in the first half with the friend and all that, but the main, like the meat of the drama didn't really hit until the second half. And like, yes, that does mean that I did enjoy it, which is why I'm giving it supporting, but I didn't enjoy all of it. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Supporting.
Yeah. So that leaves me, Mikey boy. And am I going to rate this one a protagonist, or am I going to rate this one a supporting? That's the question you're probably asking yourself right now.
Probably.
Gonna give it an antagonist. Surprise everyone.
And Jay has to be edgy.
Here comes the background.
I think this show, if I were to assign it a character type, I'm going protagonist. I think this show, even if it's not 100% for me, 110%, it's 90% for me. It's good enough that anybody who watches it is going to enjoy it at least a little bit. So and it's clearly just like masterfully well done, and it's directed super well. Everything visually is great. The soundtrack is great. The characters are all great. There's so many great things about this show. That
the OP is great. The ED is great.
I didn't mention those, but yeah.
Well, and I think the other thing that's important too is what is the show trying to do, and does it tell that story? And I think it does.
Yeah.
I think
I'm a sucker for a show with a message and a show where they actually develop the characters. So that stuff hit good for me, and I liked it a lot, and it made me misty-eyed. So protagonist, that's 2 protagonists and 1 supporting.
Pretty good score.
Pretty good score.
Yeah. Let us know what you think of Place Further Than the Universe. What would you guys rate it? Tell us in the comments or on Twitter. You can tweet at us. The Anime Protagonist Podcast has a Twitter. Our Twitter is @AniProPod. That's ANIPROPOD. We also each have our own individual Twitters.
You can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Mike does a really good job running those.
Thank you, Jay.
Wow, thanks for derailing me.
Sorry.
My Twitter is at AniProCole. That's ANIPROCOLE. Jay, what's your Twitter?
You can follow me at JGaredian, JayGaredian, and Mike, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Gritty Gundam, GrittyGundam.
That's right. Leave a like, review, subscribe, tell a friend, wherever you're listening to us, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever it is. Reviews help us, likes help us, and subscriptions help us. Go figure.
Yeah, we are thirsty for them for sure.
Yes. And of course, come to our Discord.
Yeah,
we have a Discord. It's fun. It's fun to talk about things.
We have tons of people that really like talking about anime there.
You can see pictures of the mannequins that I work with.
You can see pictures of my cat Ninji.
Yeah, you can see pictures of whatever Cole just irresponsibly spent his money on this week.
Spoiler alert, it was that Hatsune Miku figure that we were talking about last week.
Yep.
Anyway, links to all of our stuff is in our link tree. That's linkter.ee/AniProPod. Next time on the pod, we are talking about something.
We're going to do podcast stuff.
Yep, for sure.
We're going to talk about podcasting.
It'll be good.
Next week is the Couch Cast.
Next week, something about anime.
Something anime related. But until next week, we say as we do at the end of every episode of the Anime Protagonist podcast, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.